Did you know that the Vatican is named after a pagan goddess of the underworld? Long before the Vatican became the heart of the Catholic Church, the hill it stands on had a very different patron. The name Vatican Hill comes from the Etruscan goddess Victika, also called Vaticus, Vaginatus, or Vaticanus. She's a mysterious figure tied to death, a little bit like Persephone, and she represents fertility and love. And here we see the counterpart very similar to Aphrodite. In the Etruscan belief, Victika was tied to Persephone and also Ereshkigal, both queens of the underworld. Ereshkigal was the Sumerian queen of the underworld and sister to the famous Inanna. Hill itself was believed to be an entrance to the underworld, a threshold between life and death. So when the Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity in the 4th century, this name stuck. So instead of erasing the pagan history, the church simply built over it. It was a rebranding, if you may, transforming a death-associated site into the seat of Christian power. And the goddess's name is associated with reproduction. And this adds another layer of irony to the location regarded as the world's most sacred Christian ground. And this is another example how the Romans that were once pagan, they never truly destroyed the old gods. They simply rebranded them, blending ancient beliefs into their new religious empire. And they used strategy and manipulation. The Holy Roman Empire was always pagan. They worshipped the gods. They built their entire empire through the divinity and blessings of their pagan gods, the 12 of the pantheon. So when Marduk came in, the Sumerian god, son of Enki and nephew to Enlil, and he wanted to take the power over for himself, thinking that it was his divine right to rule, he created the Amun-Ra. Why do you think you say amen after prayer? It's to give thanks to Ra. So the monotheistic God, the one God, was imparted by Ra, the sun god, Marduk. So if we have to analyze it, the Catholic Church is just following what Amun-Ra dictated, that there will be no other God except him, and you will always thank him. So in conclusion, so my theory is that the Holy Roman Empire, when it went from pagan to the one God, it's just the army of Marduk. And now the math is mathing. So first we have Ereshkigal, then it became Persephone. Lilith also has a role as being the queen of the underworld. We have all of these main female characters. The Etruscan version of them was this Victika, and it's her name that stuck. So Victika, the Etruscan goddess. Entrance to the underworld, the Vatican Hill, called like that by Emperor Constantine. And now the Vatican City. And isn't it funny that Marduk's state, the Vatican City, doesn't pay taxes? And neither do churches. Gives a whole new interpretation and definition if you understand that even though they use Enki and Enlil as the God in the Bible and mix them up into one being, God that the Catholics are worshiping is Marduk. What do you think in the comments?